pretty uncommon in some women. Most women I know that don't have mohawks.
I'm just asking what year you think this is.
I just wanted to know why she had it.
So you literally asked a woman why her hair was the way it was.
Yeah, I thought she was like the old Grace Jones, where Grace Jones had a mohawk going. More as a political statement than a figurative statement.
That is a really good straw.
Yeah. It's nice.
Whoa.
Lots of sucking power. All right. Well, I've already started.
It's got girth.
So
Girth.
I'm just going to do.
It's a
I'm going to
girthy
go ahead
straw.
and do the intro then.
It's a girthy straw.
I never heard that about a straw. Is it too big for you?
It's just right.
All right, let's do this.
Slaptail Squad, assemble.
If you're listening to this, you are a member of the great Slaptail Nation. My nation. And who am I? Well, I'm the Beaveman. Master of the universe, creator of all things great and small, and Lord High Commander of the great Slaptail Nation Army. And with me today, in the Beaver Den, the Beaver Lodge, the Beaver Hole, the Beaver Home Front, is everybody.
Yeah.
The whole squad. The whole squad is in the Beaver Den. With me today is my number 2, the Rons.
Hey, Beat Man, how you doing up there? It's glad to see ya in person. I thought you'd be more enthusiastic that we actually all showed up on one day and we all made it.
Did you get lost?
No, it was traffic. Traffic is hell out there. Yeah, 90. Someone was riding my ass.
He likes it. He likes it.
Hey-oh.
Hey-oh. No,
Also with us today is the Swan. Say hello, Swan.
Hello, Swan.
Nicely done.
Thank you.
And of course, our own personal pudding pop, Special Chocolate, the debonair, ever suave and eloquent, Tremonde.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen.
Good afternoon, Tremonde.
Good afternoon.
Rons?
good afternoon, B-Man.
No.
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 What the
You
hell?
fucked it up.
What am I supposed to say?
Yes.
Swan?
Yes.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
And Rons?
Try again.
Yeah. Well, thank you. Yes.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Love is a lie.
True chiz.
Why is love?
Unless it is the love that you have for your child, your parents, or your dog.
Ooh, what about a goldfish?
Love is a lie. You say it's not, Rons? Is that?
Well, are you talking about intrinsic value or
Oh no, I'm
Just
talking about extrinsic
love.
value.
extra value? Extra value. Like you get at
value
McDonald's,
meal,
get the
like
extra value.
Supersized.
Extrinsic.
Supersized.
I mean, honestly,
Saying I'm
what is
wrong?
love? But
Don't hurt me.
yeah, I love what is don't hurt me is what is it? An existential crisis? Existential
Oh
crisis.
my god! Love is an existential crisis.
Could be, yeah.
So do you agree with me that love is not real unless it's for your blood or your dog?
Not really, but then again, it could be for something else. I mean, look at our cults down there. They love their cult leader.
Not exactly how I thought you would go. I thought you might actually say, no, I love my wife. But you went right for a cult. No, I mean, you could truly love a cult leader.
Well, aren't you always saying, oh, my God, oh, fuck, Little Powder Donut's always got to make an entrance somehow. Well, you're the one that brought her into this, not me.
No, I wanted to see if you were going to disagree with me. And instead of bringing up the love you have for your wife, instead
He brought up his cult leader.
you brought up,
my
who
love
is your
for my
cult,
cult
who's your
leader.
cult leader then?
That'd be my wife.
They all wear like these costumes with cucumbers all over them.
Little baby cucumbers.
Some in different stages of growth, if you know what I mean.
Okay.
Wonder whose is bigger.
What do you say about that, Tremonde?
Who's this bigger?
Love is no, not about that. I would hope yours is bigger than your wife, Ron.
You know,
That's pretty gross.
yeah. I won't say a thing.
Oh my god.
So you just left that up to speculation? You're saying that your wife has a bigger one than you?
I will definitely leave that up to speculation.
Why would you do that?
Oh, he's not. So he's gonna defend his gay sister, but not his wife's penis.
Well, first of all, penis was never said, so it was a speculative word.
I feel like it was pretty well implied.
Very well
No,
implied.
cucumber was. So how you derive cucumber?
What do you think we were referring to? Cucumbers?
Yes, I was actually.
Cucumbers.
Literal.
Literally. Wow, this is really cool. This chair's not squeaking and pissing you
So
off.
you don't think that we were... Okay, so let's say that we're not saying that your wife has a giant penis. I didn't say penis. I was referring to the other erectile tissue in that area. So basically, you're saying that your wife's erectile tissue is bigger than yours.
Oh. No, mine is.
He's like, I don't even know what erectile tissue means.
That is such a clever way of saying that. It really is.
He's like, no, I get it. I get it now.
I know we put some towel up in the kitchen.
No.
By the way, before we continue the intro, the booms in the headset were awesome versus when we do this remote. I've just felt like it was so awesome.
You know what would be really awesome?
If I'd be quiet and let somebody else talk.
If you talked into the microphone, that would be really
No,
Ooh,
because-
you're gonna get yelled at like the Swan. Yeah.
Okay.
You know,
Okay.
I mean, I know you want to see us and see what we look like, but
I
you
do.
really
I do.
But you know what you can
We
do?
put
Ron?
you really close to Tremonde on purpose so you
No,
could
but-
just stare lovingly at him.
You know what would be really cool, other than Swan shutting the fuck up, so I could say what I was going to say.
What are you going to say?
Ron, you could actually take it off the mic stand if you wanted to and just
And-
hold it.
Ooh. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like a pop star. Like a pop
That
star.
was just so wild. Ooh, yeah.
Like a pop star.
Oh, you could either one of you, any of you could do that if you wanted to, if it's easier for you. I don't care.
No, this is great.
I'll say so. Okay, so if it's great, then
Don't
And
move.
talk into the fucking microphone,
please go
Ron.
ahead and talk into the microphone. It's not a new thing. It's a professional
will.
podcast. I'm glad everybody knows.
I will.
Tremonde, would you like to either refute or defend my statement?
Will you state your statement one more time? I want to.
He wasn't paying attention.
No, I was. I want to hear how exactly you said it
The
again.
cucumbers?
No.
I
No.
said that love is not real unless it's the love that you have for like your child, your parents, or your dog. In other words, the love that you have for a significant other is not true love.
What
It's
do you?
all a fucking lie.
Why do you think that?
Well, that's what you're supposed to defend.
I know,
So-
but I'm curious as to why he thinks that. But I would say it's
Spoken like a true
there is-
counselor. Why do you feel like that?
right.
Tell me why you
No,
feel
what
this
you're
way.
supposed to
It is
do.
different.
No,
It is
it's
different.
not. It's not a true counselor, Ron's, because what he's supposed to do is he's supposed to restate what I said and then say, "Am I hearing you right? Is that what?"
What I'm hearing you say
Well,
is
he
you're
doesn't
saying that
say
love
that,
is
but
not
the way he
real.
restated it.
No,
was-
he didn't,
he didn't restate it.
So if he was doing it like a counselor, he would say, Beaveman, what I'm hearing you say is you feel that love is not real except for the love for your dog and your children and your parents. Is that what I'm hearing you say? Could you tell me more about that? Why are you feeling like that? What makes you feel that way?
I think in a roundabout way, that's what he said.
No, why?
Ron, stop sucking his dick and let him.
Oh.
Back to Tremonde.
Okay, so two things. I think that those people who like restate what people say, like if they were very clear and you understood what they were saying, then I feel like you don't have to restate it. Because the B-Man said it like very clear, like his expectation or his statement was very clear.
See, Tremonde is now sucking your dick because he always agrees with
He's
you.
my biggest fan.
He is your biggest fan.
I understood what he said.
Tremonde is my
said what
biggest
he-
fan.
And we get to actually see Mixie live.
That was Tremonde applauding the Beaveman.
Yeah.
He meant what he said. But I
drinking
do
game.
think that it is a different.
Hold on just a second, Tremonde. I don't mean to interrupt your school of thought here.
Yes.
But new drinking game for the members of the Great Slaptail Nation.
Oh gosh.
Every time Tremonde says like more than 3 times in a row,
know.
please take a drink. Much like the Rons and right, Tremonde is like. He likes to
It's
say
almost like a stutter. It's
like
Was.
like
This is when I was like, what were you thinking? Like,
It's a filler word. Don't worry.
but I don't.
it might be a filler word if you use it say once. but not.
No,
like,
it's like a
I
stutter.
said,
He's
like,
it was.
I feel like
It was absolutely horrible. I was like,
like what, Tremonde?
you're
What
like
were you
what?
like?
Yeah, what were you like?
Oh,
it was the worst.
it was the worst.
Go ahead with your train of thought.
But I do think that there is a difference in how you love your spouse compared to things such as your kids. I've never had a dog, so I don't know what that love is like.
That's true.
Oh, that's
love.
real love.
That's
We're gonna get
real
you a
love.
dog,
That's
so
true
you
love.
know real love.
Even the love, because even the love that you have for your parents changes.
Mm-hmm.
So I would assume that you always love. I would assume that I will always love my children in a specific way, but they probably won't love me like they loved me when they were little. You know, it's kind of how my parents. Obviously, when I was really little, I really loved my mother. Not saying I don't love her now, but I would assume that our relationship is totally different. Where she probably, well, no, that's not even a good example. I was going to say my mother probably really loves me, but that's probably not a great example. I will use myself as an example. I will always love my children in a very special way. But their love for me probably has greatly changed.
I think it's grown deeper with your kids.
How do you know? Are you talking about yourself?
No, I mean with
No, don't. You shouldn't speculate on the love other people have in their own household runs. Just to
okay.
to help
do
you
see the
out there.
concern on my face here? I don't have any. So, unless you've done something traumatic to your children, which we've seen because there are bad parents out there, usually the bond between the child and the parent grows. Right? Yeah, you're going to have your rifts, but it goes deeper than that. So when they get older, I mean, yeah, you can become more of a friend and an adult, but you're still their parent. I think it grows deeper that way.
Okay. Well, I was just saying my own personal relationships and how things are. You know, the sun rose and set on my mother when I was a little child. I was a small child.
Mm-hmm.
Now it's, I mean, I can go several days without talking to my mother.
I'm not saying that at all. I mean,
I
I
wouldn't
think we
say
get
that,
older.
or I would say my relationship completely changed. I'm just saying that true love, if it isn't for your dog, which Tremonde, I hope someday, you can hope that somebody meets the person of their dreams, but Tremonde, my hope for you is that you'll just have a dog someday.
Okay.
Just get a dog.
That's true love, Tremonde.
Well,
Like not
There
a
is
purse
no-
dog either.
Okay,
Don't get a
well,
purse
That's
dog.
what I would want.
No greater
You want a
love.
purse dog?
Yes.
what? No.
Like what? Like what kind of dog?
Like
Like a Yorkie?
a Yorkie.
too?
Yes.
Oh no.
Yes. Okay,
Gonna
Yorkies
have
aren't
cute
too
little.
bad.
You guys are okay. I could actually see this. Tremonde
Right?
and his dog are gonna have like matching outfits,
Right?
And it'll have a cute name like T Money or something. It's just gonna be like a little
Or like
collar.
teabag. Yeah, I'll call it teabag.
Teabaggy.
Not
By the way, as long as we're on the
gaggy.
no teabag,
I thought Beaveman said gaggy.
No, I said baggy.
Baggy.
teabaggy. What about
like-
self-love? Because I'm reading your shirt and it says, "I am greatness."
Yes.
Does your love for yourself grow?
This is my little brother's brand. Actually,
Why
Ooh,
are
why
not
aren't we
sponsored?
repping
Why are we
him?
not repping this brand? What exactly is going on there, Tremonde?
we can do that. I
Why are
don't.
you not promoting the podcast as a promoter of your brother's brand?
Yeah.
What exactly is going on there?
I'll take some notes from Ron and just throw out some random shout outs.
Yeah.
I've got more people to listen to our podcast because
Oh
of
God,
that.
all three of them.
All three of them, I'll tell you. Most people are interested in listening to the podcast, and they do listen. So
That was a beautiful advertisement.
Yeah.
Most people are listening. Most people are interested in listening to podcasts, and therefore they do.
Okay, well, for Tremonde's
Not
homework,
necessarily this one.
no, not yeah.
Not necessarily this one. You know what we should do then?
What should we do?
Not only should Tremonde talk to his brother about it,
I will.
we should have his brother on the podcast.
that's what I was gonna say. That could be his
But I
homework.
said it first.
But you were interrupting my train of thought and not letting me
I
get it
am
out.
the Beaveman, Lord High Commander of the Great.
This is
Slap
my
Nation.
show, and
This is
I
my
have the
show,
microphone.
And I have the microphone.
And
so
you
you will listen
will
to
listen.
everything I say.
This is so cool because you and I are usually remote. We don't get to see this in
Right.
person. This is wild.
And all I get to see is a big black screen.
Oh yeah, especially when it went to that blackness.
big
and
black
You and I were probably thinking the same thing. It's like
dramatic pause.
Yeah, dramatic pause. But there's like, one of them is getting a divorce. Who gets us?
I would actually like to do a podcast someday about the love that you have for your parents when you're little and how it changes. I feel like there's probably lots of scientific papers written about that.
I'm sure there probably is. Because I feel like, back to what Ron said earlier, like if people had shitty childhoods, those children probably still love their parents.
Well, yeah.
I mean,
and they
'cause-
obviously try harder when they're little because they don't understand why their parents are so shitty.
Yeah.
And you don't realize your parents are human until you interact with other children and realize and see their parents. You're like, oh, my parents are not the sun and the moon and the stars.
No, I think.
Are
I
you
think
about to tell me I'm wrong?
Yeah, I
Were
am.
you about to call me an asshole?
No, I wasn't. But I think you're wrong on that point because at some point someone sees like when you look at the interaction with your children and Tremonti's child, you see the love there, and when you're not used to that, it's like, oh, this is what real parents are. Why do I have a shitty parent?
I feel
That's
like
kind of what you just
Isn't that
said. Isn't
No,
it?
no, no.
I mean,
But
I feel like
you
that's what I
growing up, that you said that the love would be there. It's like no, sometimes the love isn't there.
it's there, but it's different. And the kid who is from the shitty childhood tries actually harder to get that love.
No.
Yeah.
Okay, you know, I would say that you're possibly right, but there's also that point where they tried to get it from other parents.
if you have no point of reference is what we're talking about. You have no point of reference.
Mm-hmm.
So let's say that you're living in a home and your father comes home every day and you haven't even started interacting yet. You haven't started preschool, you haven't started kindergarten or anything like that.
Okay.
And your father comes home and pays no attention to you. You're going to do everything you can to get that person to pay attention to you.
Even if it's negative, like you're going to get in trouble because you're getting that attention of your parent, even if you're getting yelled at. That's the attention that you're getting.
So then, yes, your point of reference changes when you see other people like, oh, my dad's an asshole.
Okay, I see.
But I'm saying initially, that's what you're trying. You're trying to do everything you can because this is your whole world, your own microcosm. Your mom, your dad, whatever your siblings are, etc. Until your world expands.
Okay, I understand.
Anyway,
Oaxaca.
Oaxaca.
the reason why I say love isn't real, I just take a very small snapshot of this of what people consider like love songs. You know,
Okay.
if you consider something a love song, but if you actually listen to the lyrics, whether the artist meant for them to say what they said or not, doesn't really matter. You know, whatever, because we all know most artists, I would assume, just write a song just to write a song.
Mm-hmm.
Like they have, oh my God, are you going to refute everything I say?
Yes. That's,
No,
that's
I
what
was.
it
I was.
Money-making industry runs. They don't have deep thoughts behind every song that is written, and most of the artists didn't write their songs. Somebody else wrote their songs, and they just sing them.
I didn't say anything. All I did was go.
I don't feel that's like that was what was going to happen. Somebody back me up.
Just
What do you
play
think?
it
Ron
out. You
was
should
gonna
have
do?
probably played it out and let
Should
it
have played it out. Now I'm going to change my tune.
That was a good one.
That wasn't even punny. No.
What Ron was going to say was he was going to say I'm wrong, and that all artists put
Right, with deep meaning.
deep thought into the lyrics.
No, I'm not going to say all
It's
artists.
all
Some
about
do, some
personal-
don't.
it's
You're
all about
exactly right.
personal- It's all about their personal experience.
No, some do, some don't. You're right. Some do, and some don't.
I would say the majority.
I'm going to say the majority of them don't. They're just trying to get something on the air, or like they're stoned and they're like, ooh, pencil cap.
I wouldn't
I'm
even
going to
say
write about that.
Most artists don't write their songs.
That's
Right.
true. Yeah.
Oh,
They
yeah.
just
It's
sing
a
something
giant
else.
Industry. They just sing something that's written. The people who make money are the ones that do write.
Yeah.
Also, because they write their songs, they sell their songs.
It's like Prince wrote, I think, for the
Prince wrote for
Bengals.
a shitload of people.
Mm-hmm.
Prince wrote for a lot
Yeah,
of people.
he wrote for I think the Bengals, right? And Desmond Child wrote most of the songs of the '80s for. He was a lyricist for some of the '80s metal bands.
Who?
Desmond Child.
Oh, Desmond Child. I thought you said Destiny Child. And I was
No,
like, they were
no,
not
no,
out
no.
in the 80s.
No.
Yeah, a lot of folks don't know that Destiny's Child wrote a lot of the rock lyrics.
Right.
Yeah.
AC/DC,
They were like 6.
Yeah.
Motley Crue, Van Halen,
Yeah.
all Destiny's Child, believe it or not. They were hardcore rockers.
They could have been.
Anyway,
Anyway.
one of these songs, and you can find all kinds of lists like this on the internet. One of my favorite songs is a song by the Police, and I'm sure everybody knows it. Most people know it. It's called "Every Breath You Take."
I want to ask a question first. Tremonde, before getting sent this, have you ever heard the song before?
No.
What?
I don't.
I was gonna
no.
bet.
You've
gonna
never
guess.
heard this song before?
No.
Did you listen to it, or did you just read the lyrics?
I just read the lyrics.
Oh, you're gonna have to listen to the actual song now.
Ron's, as my legal advisor,
Yes.
if something is on YouTube, that is fair use for me to use it, correct?
It depends. It really does. Because there have been artists who say you have a limited range of use for it. As long as it's a kind of a non-profit thing, you're not drawing any type
We're
of
not
profit.
profiting from this. And I feel like as long as you don't play the whole song, you can play like the chorus and it's fine.
And I won't play it from the actual artist. Just pull it off of.
Yeah.
Well, once again, you're going to get into the gray area of legality
Well-
there. So that's. But if you were to mention lyrics or something like
What
that,
if we pulled up somebody who was doing a cover?
Yeah. I think that's allowed.
it.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah.
once again, it's a gray area. So
No, I don't
Well,
think so.
I
It's
think-
because
no.
if it's a band, if it's a cover band, let me use somebody who teaches guitar.
Well,
yeah.
do you remember when I posted the Star Wars thing? I had
Yeah,
Disney-
that's different. That's
totally
a whole
different. You can't
copyright.
put Star Wars and Disney, dude.
Exactly.
Yeah, you can't fuck with Disney. That's like its own
Okay.
enterprise.
Well, it was a parody, and you can actually use a parody because Weird Al does it all the time. There's but once again, he's got a team of lawyers too working for him.
Right.
Ooh, that was nice and deep, right?
Right.
It's like a Barry White.
If I can just
right.
find. Wait, hold on. Let me just see if I can find this. Just somebody doing it. Oh, hold on. I'm messing with sound here, people. Messing
Oh,
with sound.
boy.
Hold on. I'm just gonna change.
You
a
just
couple
picked her
things.
because she has nice boobs.
Picked her because, believe it or not, it was hard to find somebody who's just doing a cover that wasn't a rock band doing a cover of the Police. So let's do this so that everybody can. The Mixcast 4.
Mixie calling it in.
Mixcast 4. Let's give this a shot and see, just so Tremonti can hear. Oh, this girl's just playing the guitar. She's just finger styling it.
You're just looking at her boobs. That's all.
She's a pretty good little guitar player.
She's not even singing.
I just said that. I said she's just finger picking it. You heard finger banging it.
I
said-
heard something. I heard something.
Let me find somebody who's doing it. God dang it.
Just, yeah.
Somebody not famous doing a freaking.
Apparently, you don't know how the internet works.
All right, here we go. Mic 2, mic 3, mic check. Here we go. I wish you guys could see this guy. His hair is hair. Something is stirring in my pants right now.
Wait, what?
No, just kidding.
Don't say that's talent.
This lady cannot dance.
No, she can't.
She's trying really hard, but she can't. All right. Anyway, Tremonti, you've never heard that. You've got. So it's an awesome song. First of all,
So when I was reading the lyrics, hearing that Puff Daddy
I was
did
gonna
a
say Puff Daddy had used it in one of his songs.
Yes,
Yep.
yeah.
Then
After Biggie died.
yes. So once it started, I was like, wait, I know the song, and then the lyrics, I was like, oh wait, those
and
lyrics
that's
are
actually-
different.
That's actually Sting. Sting has actually performed that with P Diddy.
Wow.
Anyway, you have to listen to the actual song. The actual song is amazing. It's amazing. I love the song, personally. But it sounds like a stalker. And people use it as a love song. And that's my point. Love is false. This is just another point that love is false. Look at the lyrics, shall we?
Yes. Shall we?
Shall we look? Every breath you take, blah, blah, blah. Every move you make, every bond you break, every step you take.
I'll be watching you.
Welcome to the Church of Beaveman. Please 1, Psalm 1.
Every single day, every word you say, every game you play, every night you stay, I'll be watching you.
you.
Amen.
I'm not with you. I'm just watching you.
Yeah,
Here
he's a
it
little
gets-
creepy.
Yeah, amen. Once again, that sounds like one of those things that the priest would say to get you to come to Jesus. I'll be watching you. Amen.
No. Oh, can't you see? You belong to me. How my poor heart aches with every step you take.
Amen.
No. You belong to me.
I do. I think you didn't you talk about this last week, like about stalking outside of a window or something.
Well, a lot of these songs.
Oh, that was about the nerd getting the girl. You know. Oh, rom-com.
Yeah, rom-coms.
So you were talking about how the nerd serenades outside of her workplace. I mean, that's kind of what this song reminds me of.
But this doesn't sound like this guy's ever interacting.
No,
this
he's
is what
just
this
straight
means.
up stalking her.
This is somebody who either broke up with him, or they broke up, or this is somebody he's just literally watching, or this is just the CIA sitting around. They've got a target. They're watching the target, and they aspire to be a music writer, and they're just writing some bullshit.
An interesting take on that.
But people sing this as a love song. If I was gonna serenade you, Swan, with this song, and you just heard it over and over again, I mean, you're familiar with the song. You like the song. Let me not speak for you. I assume you like the song.
Yeah, it's a good song.
I mean,
But
does it awaken emotion in you when you hear it?
I don't think of it as like a love song like that. No,
Well, that's not what I asked you.
Does it awaken
You know
emotion?
how some
Yes.
songs you hear and you're like, oh, I love this song, and you crank it up and you sing it, and it makes you feel a certain way. Like a lot of the songs from the 80s do that for me.
They just make you happy. Yeah,
They just make you happy. This is not a happy fucking song.
No, this song kind of sounds depressing, and like even its ballady lyric, even its ballady tone is kind of got a undertone of sadness. I don't know.
Well, speaking of one of the song, it's an older song actually.
No, we're still on this song, Ron. So I don't know
Okay.
that you really want to
Just write it down for later.
Just write it down for later. And,
I have.
Okay, you do that. That's the important part.
I have.
Because we won't spend too long on the stocky song, because Ron has a point.
Oh, he does.
Not really.
No. But it will probably be a song that nobody knows. It's probably Twinkle.
Actually, everybody knows this.
It's probably Twinkle Twinkle Little Star or Somewhere Over the Rainbow.
Mm.
He's like,
That was my song.
That was my jam back in the day.
Every move you make, every vow you break, every smile you fake, every claim you stake, I'll be watching you.
Is that any worse or any better than Lady Gaga's Paparazzi? About someone stalking them with cameras and getting into their personal life? I mean, it's just a modern take on the song, but it's basically another stalker song, more modern.
But is it like? Do you think of that song as a love song? No, I guess
Not really.
I'm your
No,
biggest fan. You follow me or something like that.
Yeah, I get
But
that.
it's not like a love song. It's just you're idolizing that person.
Yeah, I believe the whole thing that I was talking about was
Love songs. People that interpret like what people think of as when they
how
think of
you
love
wrongly
song.
interpret love, because it does not exist.
Love is
Between
bullshit.
you and your dog,
Just between you and your dog.
and your children.
Okay.
Yeah.
No other animal though. Maybe a cat. Maybe a
Cats are
goldfish.
evil.
No, why would
Cats don't love you. They would eat
Cats
your
don't-
face off if you
You
died.
could totally love your cat,
But your cat don't love
but your
you.
cat don't love you like you love your cat. Now a dog, on the other hand, I loved my cat. Our good friend, our good buddy, our good family member Tigger was awesome. But did Tigger get super excited when I came home?
No.
Did Tigger even lift her head when I came home? Did Tigger stop licking her own booty hole when I came home?
No.
No.
She did it on her terms. If she wanted you to pet her, she would come
Yeah,
to you.
if she was bored,
Or wanted to fuck with you.
whether
she
you
would-
were busy doing something else or whatever, then she would grace me with her presence. Otherwise, no. The dog's totally different. So yes, you can totally love your cat that way, but that's not reciprocated. You know what I mean? I don't know. I'm just saying.
I don't know. I've seen some animals out there that I didn't think could show love.
Like a
And they-
porcupine.
like an alligator. Some guy saved an alligator when it was a small alligator, and he could swim with it, kiss it, and everything, and the alligator won't eat him.
That alligator doesn't love him.
Yeah.
Come on. Seriously.
Okay.
Back to where I was. Okay, continuing the stockiness. Since you've been gone, I've been lost without a trace. I dream at night, I can only see your face. I look around, but it's you I can't replace. In other words, he's got a He's
He's
got
a
one of those
side chick.
dolls. No, he's got one of those dolls. He made a doll look like you. I feel so cold and I long for your embrace. I keep crying, baby, baby, please.
He kind of sounds pathetic.
Oh, can't you see? You belong to me. How my poor heart aches with every step you take. Tell me this is not a stalker song.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
But it's a love song. And you saw how people, if you
Oh, yeah.
watch the videos, people will go crazy over
They
this
will.
song.
So, Tremonde, would you play this for your significant other?
Why do you always, is there a reason why you always have
He's
to bring
like,
up
it's
Tremonde's
on my
significant
I
other?
Love Tremonde playlist.
Well, he's sitting over there, and just, you and I dominate the conversation. I thought I'd throw him into
So
the
would
mix.
you play this for Little Powder Donut?
I'm not sure
Then
if I would.
why would he play that for his
No.
significant
First of
other?
all, that's me, not Tremonde.
No, but we're
But
talking about it
Tremonde,
as a love
until
song.
this
We're
moment,
talking about it
hadn't
as a
even
love song.
heard of this song.
And I said, would he play that?
Now
So-
that you know this song, Tremonde, is it like top 12 on your playlist?
No.
Okay.
Oh, it should be. It's still, yeah,
It's a good
it's still an awesome song.
I mean, if you,
Yeah.
But not under the
Yeah.
category of love songs.
No.
Unless-
Is this
no.
a song to have sex to?
Absolutely not. This would be
Why would you
the
ask
most
me that?
boring.
No, it could be, though, if you were, like, let's say you're role playing, and the role playing is that your significant other is, like, changing, and you are outside the house watching them with binoculars and jerking off.
Yeah.
Then
Sad.
you could probably play this song.
what would you be using for lube?
Why, Swiss Navy lube, of course.
Of course.
But when we're ready for commercial runs, I'll let you know. So stop trying to always.
He just wants to bring
he
it
wants
up.
to be the one who, so that
No, I know, but that
he
was
wants to
such a
be-
great segue into it. I mean, you
No,
cannot pass
and I'm
that
not
up.
going to do it for that.
Now, just out of
reason.
principle,
Because you
he's not
don't
going
have
to.
the power in
I
the
do
podcast.
not. I do not.
I do.
I do not. That's
Also,
why.
as a side note, Gayhead is what Ron's from the Slaptail podcast wants Tremonde to give him.
True.
Yeah, shout out to JD for that. Thank you, JD. It will haunt me for a time.
JD Hutchins from the Monsters Lair podcast. If you're going to do a shout out, Rons,
Give him a listen.
please do it right.
I just did.
No, you didn't. You
You
can't
just
just
said
say his
JD.
name. You
Like,
gotta
everybody
say
knows who
what
JD is.
podcast it is.
Oh, okay. Fair enough.
We here at the Slaptail Squad are frequent listeners of the Monsters Lair podcast. That's how it's done, Rons.
Yeah, that's how it's done.
Okay.
You're saying that?
Use your radio voice. Jeez.
You know, Swan, I have missed how you flip back and forth to
She doesn't
the
flip
su-
back and forth. She was on my side the whole time. At no
Yeah.
point has she ever been on your side.
Oh, probably true. It's true. It's definitely
Yeah.
true.
Yeah,
Rons,
okay.
what song were you talking about that's a great representation or a poor representation of a love song? Because as we all know, love isn't real.
You Are My Sunshine. It's an old song, a very old song. They sing it at campfires.
My only
Okay, but
sunshine.
is that what we consider a love song?
Yeah,
That's what
a
you
lot of
think.
people think that's a love song, but it's also about
sing
someone
that
dying.
to your freaking wife, or do you sing that to your kid, like when you're trying to rock him to sleep?
Well, yeah, I've done both. I think.
Just out of
That's the
curiosity, do you know what we're actually talking about?
point. Yeah.
Could you please restate my whole thesis statement for this
Thesis
podcast?
statement?
Can you please tell us what we're actually talking about?
So, love songs that aren't actually love songs or disguised as love songs, but they're not really love songs. They're actually something else.
That's part of it.
So, with that said, You Are My Sunshine is about.
No. So what's the rest of the? Like I said, that's part of it.
Well, yeah, and
what was the main point of all that?
that love doesn't really exist.
Uh-huh.
Except for the love of your dog, and your children,
Your
and
children.
your parents.
And maybe your parents, because as you grow older, your viewpoint or your love changes for them.
What you just said
Oh, here we go with this shit.
is one of the most insanely idiotic things I have
You
ever
were
heard.
looking to play that.
At no point in your rambling, incoherent response were you even close to anything that could be considered irrational.
I'm going to spare you and not play the whole thing.
Wait a minute,
And we
you
are
set
all
me up for
dumber
that. You set
for
me up for
having
that
listened to
shit. You set me up, I'll tell you.
I award you no points, and may God have mercy on your soul.
Yeah, okay, I get it.
Well,
I get it.
the thing is, he was partially right anyway, but I still wanted to play it. Yes,
You
I
get-
did.
you get no points.
Franz, I did set you up. Of course I did. Don't be a fool.
No, but
Have you not figured it out by now?
I get it, but once again, it's one of those songs that.
Oh yeah, but do you sing "You Are My Sunshine" to
Little Powder Donut.
Little Powder Donut?
I think I have maybe way back in the day.
I agree.
When
with
you were stalking her outside her window.
Yeah, listening to every.
Were you in fourth grade? I mean, that's like a fourth grader song. You'd be like, "You are my son." Didn't the Little Rascals do that? Didn't Alfalfa do that to Darla?
Oh, I do think. Yeah, I feel like Darla.
Well, when you get right into it,
That's what you call an old fucking reference.
Yeah, it is. But when you actually get into the lyrics and what they mean, wow, it's a very tragic song. It's a very
Right, but again, is it what we all consider love songs?
Yeah, in the beginning, everybody thinks that's a nice song. It's a love song. It's they sing
I
it.
feel like you're not. I sing it to like my kid when you're tucking him in at night, not to your like lover outside their window. But apparently, that's what Ron's does.
Yes, let's pretend you're an adult, Ron's. Just for a second.
Just for a second.
You're an adult.
Okay.
And you are thinking of a romantic thoughts of someone, and there's a romantic songs that you want to play. Let's say you're making a playlist. Is "You Are My Sunshine" going to be on your playlist?
No.
There's no wrong answer.
No, it's not, actually.
You are wrong.
Oh, there is a wrong answer.
There's definitely a wrong
There
answer.
is a wrong answer.
The wrong answer
You Are My
would have been
Sunshine's not
if
gonna
you
be on my
just said it
playlist.
right. Okay, so I understand your point, but does it fit with what we're talking about? That's all I'm asking.
I would think so in some aspect.
No.
Okay.
Just say no.
Just say no.
No, just say no.
Just say no. Okay, so,
Every word of what you just said was wrong.
all right. I've never seen him play around with Mixie so much, and he wants to play around with it so much. So, I feel it's a bait and switch. Whatever I say,
Everything.
yeah, everything's gonna go his way.
Okay, well, let's change it. All right, let's change it for now.
Okay.
Let's say this. If you were thinking about romantic songs back in the day, remember when we had the dual cassette tapes?
Yeah.
Dual cassette player where we could take music off of one, put it on the other, and make a mixtape.
Okay.
You're making a mixtape for your love, your lady love.
Okay.
Cassettes were still a thing when you and I were adults.
Yeah.
Yes, they were.
So you're making a cassette tape, a mixtape for Little Powdered Donut, a romantical one. Here's the question. Will "You Are My Sunshine" be on the mixtape?
No, because
It would.
No. First of all, I had to really think about that because back in the day there were no cover versions in a heavy metal form.
So you got "You Are My Sunshine" as a metal.
Yeah, if it was out there, I would listen to it.
I mean,
probably
that probably would be a better love song than "You Are My."
I agree.
No,
He would put it on there for the simple fact Ron is like that, like hopeless romantic type, and for the fact that he sang it to her back in
1900s. We'll go with or 1800s.
1979, 82.
he will want to bring. He will put it back on there just to like spark that memory for her.
Yeah. I mean, everybody has that go-to love song. There we go.
I wouldn't call that metal.
No.
Yeah, it's not metal enough. Sorry, Ron. I tried to find you a heavy metal one. That was listed as heavy metal.
No, I get it. But everybody's got a love to song that they go to. I mean,
That shouldn't be it though.
No.
Not for your
yeah,
significant
actually,
other.
the one for me and Little Powder Donut is Modern English. I'll melt the world for you or with you. So I would melt the world or something like that with you.
I'd stop the world and melt with you.
Yes, that's it. Yeah.
Gee, he didn't even know. He didn't even get his song.
No, what you know? What when I hear the song, I automatically remember it. So, but that's one of those right away songs that I like.
I thought you were gonna say "You Remind Me of My Jeep" by R. Kelly.
I don't listen to R. Kelly too often, right? And I know what he's listening to right about now. Oh, that's right. Yeah, I know.
I was going. I also too.
They don't get it, do they?
No, Tremonde Spark. I was thinking totally like of R. Kelly too. I was like, I don't see nothing
Yeah,
wrong.
there we go.
With a little bump and
There we
grind.
go.
That's what's
That's
going on in
exactly
Tremonde's
it.
world. Yep.
That is it. Swan, I love how much you get. How much
I
you get me.
got you. That's exact. And I was totally.
Swan, things you should never say. I
What?
got you.
I got you. I do.
not-
no,
not even-
I was totally.
First of all, you're not G enough to
I
say.
am G. I grew up in
I got
Detroit.
you.
Right, Tremonde?
I got you.
I got you.
I got you.
Like.
No, I got Tremonde so good that he would just fall into my arms.
Yes.
Wouldn't you, Tremonde?
That's it.
He would. Yeah. See?
That means nothing.
It does. I wouldn't trust you to drop me.
You wouldn't trust me to drop you? You
To
should
not drop me.
Oh, I was gonna say you should trust me to drop
Yeah,
you.
I would trust
You
you
really
to drop
should
me.
trust. You really should trust me to drop
That's
you.
why love is bullshit. You won't even catch me when I fall.
So the in the Little Rascals, that was "You Are So Beautiful" that he has sang to Darla.
You
I had to look it up.
are-
Oh yeah.
But can I tell you my song that I think is
Yes.
the worst?
Is it okay? Yeah.
So-
sure. Like.
I hate when wedding parties come into "Marry You" by Bruno Mars, because the first line is, "It's a beautiful night. I'm looking for something dumb to do. Hey baby, I think I want to marry you." And like everything else after that, it's just like this relationship is not serious. Like he just wants to have a one night stand and be about his business.
I thought you were gonna bring up the chicken dance.
I agree with you.
That's on Ron's romantic old list.
It is.
Chicken dance.
Well, he wants a turkey leg and a martini, so why not the chicken dance?
Yeah, because it was like if we wake up and we break up, like that's cool. Like all of us, like Patron, like he just wants to have a good time. He's not looking at marrying you, but like it's so many wedding parties entry song as if it's a good thing.
I don't even. Do I not know the song?
No, you probably do if you heard it. It's what they walk in after they're married, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Like during receptions.
Yeah. Yeah, you're gonna have to look that one up.
Oh, I'm sure I've heard it.
You have.
I bet you have.
I know you have. Yeah.
It was so common on the radio when it came out.
Okay, well, what about I Will Always Love You" by Whitney Houston?
Oh man,
Do you know that song?
yeah, I'm not a big fan of it.
What? How do you not love Whitney singing that song? Now, have you ever listened to Dolly Parton's version? Because Dolly Parton wrote it.
No, I haven't.
Wait.
I couldn't. I love Dolly, but I started to listen to it. I was like, I
haven't not
I gotta
listened to
hear
Dolly
Whitney.
Parton's
I gotta hear
version
Whitney's
of that
version.
song either. And I like Dolly Parton. I like Dolly Parton with Kenny Rogers.
Why are you not interested in that song?
What is
Or is it the artist?
No. When I grew up,
metal version.
yeah, there's no metal version. We'll stick with that answer. That's a great answer. We'll just go with that. Now, some songs really get oversaturated when they're played when they first come out. And Whitney Houston was every time she released a tune, they had to oversaturate it. Right? And I just, you know what? I'm done with it. Right?
She's done with Whitney Houston.
Yeah, and so is the rest of the world.
Because she's dead.
What? She's dead, motherfucker.
Yeah, she's dead.
Could you be a bigger
She's not gonna come out with any more songs, Ron. She's dead.
Well, you know what?
Unless
No,
they,
that's
release them for
that might be
Beyond the
true.
Grave.
That might be true. But Tupac's still releasing stuff,
She's overplayed.
right?
Overplayed.
Whitney Houston, she's overplayed.
Fucking done with you, Whitney.
Well, back in the day, I mean, I haven't heard from her. I really haven't heard from anything.
her 'cause
Yeah,
she's been dead
lately.
for like 20 years.
Yeah, that would be the reason why. But just back in the day, I mean, it just got oversaturated with every time she came out with something new, or for that matter, the Police. Right now, I really did like the Police, but Every Breath You Take was just so oversaturated, right? And to the point where you just get sick and tired of just listening to it. You
That
just
song
Wait a
just
minute.
sounds depressing.
Here's what I don't understand.
what don't you understand, B-Man?
But he wants to listen to Little You and
No,
My
hold on
Sunshine.
just a second. If you're such a metalhead,
I am.
you wouldn't have heard Whitney because
I wasn't
that
always a
would
metalhead.
that
I
would
listened to
mean
pop.
that you were so you were listening to pop.
Yeah. I mean, when I was
So why you keep acting like you're some sort of fucking metalhead?
because I am. I like metal. But I back in
Motherfuckers posing big time.
no, just because I listened to Whitney because someone happened to play it and it was on AFN all the time when I was in the military. And growing up, that's before I found out metal. What did you listen to? The local station. And there were rarely any local metal stations in Kalamazoo. If any. Now they're all over the damn place. But there weren't any growing up.
I guess. Sure, why not? I mean, but you're not that much older than me, and
You're right.
Q106 has been on.
But that's out of Lansing, not Kalamazoo.
But we got it.
But didn't you have
here.
like tapes?
could get
And
it.
I mean, you could get. It wasn't
No,
like
not even that. You could get Q106 in Kalamazoo.
You probably could. I just didn't.
not on his AM radio. You couldn't.
There you go.
You guys have to listen to the ball game. game, but I watch the TV, but I listen to the radio.
No, that's the other thing that pisses me off. Why do people go to a ball game to watch the ball game and then listen to the stats or whatever on the radio? I don't get it.
Because there's more talk on the radio of what's
the
going on in the ball
play-by-play.
game. That's why.
Why are you watching the play-by-play and listening to it then?
It's more well explained by the people who are the broadcasters. Especially if you don't understand baseball as
it's
well.
live commentary.
Well, that's why you have your friend there explaining every motion to you.
Anyway, first of all, R.I.P. Whitney.
Yes.
So hot. I mean, what a great person.
Noah has sang the Star Spangled Banner,
But also
better.
But also so hot. Well, I mean, not now. No. Only in my memory.
Yeah, probably.
Only in the spank bank. But that song was supposed to be super romantical, but it's not. If you read it, that's a song, just like Tremonde said, that you should not have play at your wedding.
Right.
Because it basically seems like a breakup song,
Yeah.
but it's not, even though that's what it seems like. Now, that one, for example, you can see why Dolly Parton wrote that. There's an actual whole story behind that, the way the song was written. It's actually a professional role breakup, professional relationship breakup.
Who was she breaking up?
Porter Wagner.
I was going to say it had to be something. Yeah, because she had a
was on a
professional
show.
relationship
Yeah, they were
with
on
him.
the show together, yeah. And she wrote that song because she wanted to branch out, do things on her own, and but he produced the song, and yeah. But yeah, I tried to listen to it, but I can only hear Whitney sing it.
You're keeping your Dolly Parton for 9 to 5.
Yeah, I'm keeping Dolly for 9 to 5. For
Yeah.
sure.
yeah.
What about Jolene?
Sure. Yeah, that too.
That's a good one.
Yeah, but once you've heard, even though you don't like Whitney, Rons,
I never
once
said
you've
I
heard-
didn't
but
like her. I
once
just
you've
got
heard-
oversaturated with her.
I don't like. So I like this song, this version, the Whitney version. I hated it when people try to do it for karaoke. Oh, it was terrible.
you can't
Like, you
hit that
can't-
range. I'm
No.
sorry, you can't do
No.
Whitney's range. You got to be an actual. You have to actually know how to sing if you're gonna hit that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but people karaoke'd it and it was horrible. So I mean, I can agree with Ron's on that point. That was over. I'm going to agree with you just a little bit, Ron.
I appreciate that. Thank
That
you.
was a win for you.
Well,
that
I'm
it
just
was
saying.
I'll take that.
overplayed.
I'll take that.
I'm just saying that I can't hear Dolly sing it because I've already heard Whitney do it. That's all I'm saying.
Tremonti can't hear the Star Spangled Banner because he said Whitney does it best.
She does.
Better than Roseanne?
Roseanne did it?
Oh no, don't go there. Don't go there. Don't go there because that pissed off a lot. It almost, you know how she got banned this time around? They were gonna ban her straight away after this one, and they weren't gonna stop. They wanted her blood, big time. But if you watch the video, you'll see why.
When was this?
Like 30 fucking years ago?
Yeah, back in the Stone Ages, we'll say.
It was a long time ago.
She got out there and she thought she would be funny and off key sing it.
Oh, you don't fuck with the Star Spangled
Yeah, yeah.
Banner.
No.
You also don't grab your
disgraceful.
crotch and spit.
Yeah.
Was that Miley
No,
Cyrus?
No,
No, I don't-
Roseanne did that.
I
She
don't know.
grabbed her crotch.
I
and, like-
didn't watch it. I didn't know what you're talking about.
1990?
Yeah, like
Yeah.
it's 30 years ago.
When there have been different versions of that
it's
song,
brutal.
you know, and how people sing it, you know, with the notes and the inflections, and they're all pretty good sometimes, right? Even the ones that were not that good were okay.
That is the
But
most non-committal statement
yeah,
I've
it
ever
is,
heard.
it's non-committal. But when she sung it, she fucking butchered it on purpose, and it pissed off a lot of people.
Yeah, that's disrespectful.
I honestly think she didn't know the words.
That's even more terrible. Like, how can you not know the words?
You just might not.
Why get up there and sing it
Yeah.
if you don't know it?
Well, you can have cue cards, but it's an honor sometimes to sing it before a major event.
Sometimes it's an honor every time. R.I.P. Whitney.
R.I.P.
All right.
R.I.P.
Hey there, members of the Great Slaptail Nation. It's me, the Beaveman, and I'm here to deliver you a message from beyond the stars about our sponsor for this episode, Swiss Navy. No matter who you love or how you love, Swiss Navy products set the bar for sexual enhancement. There's more glide, more comfort, and even products for longer-lasting pleasure. Swiss Navy has a wide range of premium products to choose from for whatever amount fills your hole, if you know what I mean. My favorite product is Swiss Navy's silicone lube. Get it, use it, love it, and never be dry again. Once again, that's Swiss Navy at SwissNavy.com. And in your order comments, let them know the Slaptail Squad sent you. Swiss Navy, no matter who you love or how you love. Adios, mooch fuckos.
So my intro back then wasn't good. That you had to do this.
Yeah.
I mean, it was a great
R.I.P.
segue
Whitney.
I did.
R.I.P. Whitney.
All right.
Yeah, because when I think of Whitney,
You think of lube?
I think of lots of wonderful things. I do miss her. Fuck
I'm
you.
not saying she didn't have some great songs, but
Fuck you, Bobby Brown.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, now it's time for that part of the show where the ignorant members of the Slaptail Squad ask equally ignorant questions of Special Chocolate. That's right. It's time for Tremonde's Pride Side Chat.
I have to admit, seeing you in person and groove to your own theme song is freaking awesome.
Does it make you
Stirs a little.
You know what? I think that should be
Just a little?
Yeah,
make
I think
you-
I think that should be your love song right
Does it
there.
make you
That should
turgid?
be your love song. I think that's great. So wherever you go, you should always have that played somewhere.
Did you say does that make him
Also, as a
curvy?
side note, Gayhead is what Ron
Okay.
from the
We're-
Slaptail podcast wants Tremonde to give him.
Wow, really? Well, I'm gonna take away that toy one day. Jesus.
Oh, no.
Steven.
That's what she said.
That's, yeah.
I think that statement's really overused.
Anyway, Ron, do you have a question for Tremonde's Pride Side Chat this week?
Actually, I do.
Is it a question that you've asked several times before?
No, it's not.
Are you
Crossed
sure?
it off his list.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we all know that there's a feminine.
Oh, I have a feeling this is going to be a totally wrong statement, but I
No,
can't wait.
stop. Let
I
him go.
can't wait.
Let him
I
go.
fucking can't wait.
There's a feminine. Feminine. I can't say the
Feminine
fucking
hygiene
word.
products?
There's feminine hygiene product. No, there's a feminine side to the gay side, right? So we'll say
Right,
lesbian, right? Why are there we go.
I'm so happy right now. Oh, I'm so happy right now.
Start over again.
No, let him.
No, I'm trying to word it. So why are lesbians called lesbians and gay men called gay men?
Oh, not nearly as brutal as I thought it was going to be.
No, it wasn't actually. I thought this question out because you attach a name to it, right? So you know that lesbians are females, but gay kind of encompasses both sex, and homosexual encompasses both sexes, but there is no standard for male homosexuality, but there's a standard for female homosexuality. Why is that? And if there is, what's the male homosexuality called?
He wants you to have a term.
Yeah, I don't know why that is. Never have given thought to why.
Well, that's not funny.
But I feel like
I don't know. I don't know why that is.
I know. I actually thought about the question this time, and it stuns you because it's like you didn't say anything stupid this time.
oh,
Oh,
you
sorry.
did.
Oh, I would think that there's actually no answer to that question because nobody knows.
Yeah.
That's kind of how my guess, honestly, would be that it has something to do with the feminist movement, that lesbians wanted their own.
Well, I would say before that they were called lesbians.
Right, I'm just saying that that's the adoption of it. Like, you try to make something derogatory, they make it strong. Like, you want something to be an insult, all right, well, we'll take it and we'll make it our own. And that's not just with that community. I'm talking about just in general. Like, if you just say, oh, you're gonna make us feel bad about being this way, well, we're gonna take it and make it our own then. And we flip it on you. Fuck you.
So that's interesting how you would answer that for Tremonde, but what's Tremonde's take on it?
But he said he didn't know.
That's the same answer.
Oh, okay, that's the same answer. Cool. Understood.
Yeah, and I don't think we necessarily need something for our own. Like, it is what it is.
I agree with that, but usually someone attaches a title to it. So I just wanted to know if there was a title to
Well,
it.
no, the more important thing would be just to remove all the labels, period.
Just let people be.
Yeah.
Oh, I
think
agree.
I think that's the more.
Yeah.
It seems like that's the better.
You have somebody who's like I have lesbian friends who are proud to say that they're lesbian.
Is that where you got
but
that shirt?
that's how
Is that where you
they.
got that shirt?
Hey, I've had this shirt for quite some time now. I've
When
had
I
this
see
shirt
Ron's,
for-
actually, every time I see Ron's now, I'm like, Ron's has a lesbian friend. I can tell
How so?
because you're dressing like them. So I'm like,
How do they dress? Tell
like
me.
how you are dressed.
What do you mean? So tell me, how are
Cargo
they?
shorts, golf shirt. I don't know.
So you wouldn't wear a shirt like that? And
Yeah, I find that shirt offensive.
Really? In what way?
No.
In what way?
I mean, what's with this guy surfing next to a chair? What does that mean? He's a chair surfer?
I guess so. I mean, I've had this shirt for quite some time, and
No way.
yeah, I used to have I used to have a lot of Hawaiian shirts or a lot of.
You should definitely wear that to South Haven, and I want.
I was planning to.
Somebody's going to come up to you and say, "You are so brave."
Well, why would they say that? Please explain the rationale behind this.
This is your time. They're going to come up to me like, you know what? This is your time. You are so brave.
So should I wear rainbow
I applaud.
socks?
I applaud. You're
You can wear rainbow socks if you want to, but who really wears socks on the beach?
lots of people.
No,
Lots of
I
people.
don't. No.
So I
Strange
have
people. Strange.
He's
chicken
got-
and egg socks on today.
Swan, do you have any love-related questions for Tremonde for the Pride Side chat?
No, I was kind of going to agree with Tremonde. You can just be what you want to be. Like, I always said that. Like, why do you need a label just because you're gay? Like, do we label
Yeah, they
ourselves
label us
because-
now. Now we're cis. That's what they call it.
Yeah, but I didn't need a label before.
I did.
Right.
So just be what you want to be, right?
You can do
Doesn't
what you
change
want to do
anything.
Do what you want to do.
in living
Say
color.
what you want to say.
That was a good show, by the way.
It was a good show.
Yeah.
But R.I.P. Whitney.
R.I.P.
R.I.P.
You know, Whitney was so hot. You remember that outfit she wore on The Bodyguard where it was like, it looked like armor?
Mm-hmm.
Like, meow.
Oh boy.
Anyway,
Anyway,
just thinking about her now. Gonna have to click off this picture because
It is a little.
because I can see her lips in this picture, and I know she's gone, but I really did like Whitney quite a bit. Anyway, not
Anyway.
a love song. Love
Anyway.
isn't real. Hence you know, when you think about love, there's still people that I would dump the Swan for in a heartbeat.
like who?
I would still dump you for Drew Barrymore, even though she looks nothing like she used to.
She doesn't.
I'd still dump you for Linda Carter, even though she's 70.
She still looks pretty damn hot
Hell
for
yeah,
70.
she does.
When she
Wonder
did that
Woman.
cameo in Wonder Woman.
She'll always,
Oh,
she'll always be my Wonder Woman. Although Gal Gadot is rocking Wonder Woman also.
yeah, but you know, if you're a Linda Carter fan, I mean, it's pretty much where you're gonna go.
Well, I mean, yeah, but Gal Gadot has done a pretty good tribute to Wonder Woman. Anyway.
Oh, the tribute, yes, but Linda Carter's Linda Carter. Come
Yes,
on,
I understand. Keep it down. Simmer down over there. Simmer down.
that's a good reason to use that lube tonight.
Hmm.
Yeah, I'm still not
That was cringy. Why is it cringy when you say it?
not flipping to the commercial runs. We already did it. So we're not doing that. Do you have any love song examples, Swan?
I do. I thought of one. It's The One I Love by REM.
It's when you're
Yes, The One I Love. Yeah. It's really not a love song.
Really, what's it about?
But that's
He-
not even a.
they- but
if
it
I was
sounds
gonna
like
pick
one.
the playlist, if I was gonna do a playlist, I don't think that would go on it.
Okay, well, I was just thinking of love songs, but I was like, and they wrote it because they were bored. And it wasn't about a person, and it was I just wrote a song to write a song. So,
Is there any REM song that you would serenade a woman to, or a man?
probably
or
not.
anything?
No,
I mean, that one definitely not.
no,
Ooh,
I don't know.
shiny happy people.
Shiny happy. That's not a love
You
song
would
either.
serenade somebody to shiny, happy people?
Yeah, it's about, you know, at least part of the lyrics is about being happy.
So Ron's wants "You Are My Sunshine." Oh, his playlist. We're making a Ron's playlist.
Hey, Ron, you need to make us a Ron's playlist of love songs.
I love songs. Okay,
Love songs. I can't wait. I'm
all
super
right, I
excited
can
for
try
that.
and do that. I can try and do that.
You know what question I thought Ron's was going to ask?
Please
that I
do
was
tell.
really, that I was really hoping he was going to ask.
Yes.
Oh, what
Do
question?
you know what? Do you know what? Where my mind immediately went, Tremonde?
No.
I thought he was going to say, you know how in gay and lesbian couples, one of them is the man and one of them is the woman.
That's what I thought he was going to.
Why is that? That's what I was hoping he was going to ask. And that's where I really thought he was going. And I was so excited. I was like,
We already asked that question. We asked that question a couple
We did
podcasts.
ask that question a while ago, but yeah, you've asked the same question like 50,000 times.
Yeah, but I actually gave some thought to this question, not to repeat myself. So,
were you happy with the answer, though? Because you really didn't get one.
Well, it's what Tremonde says the answer is. I have to believe that.
Yeah, but I don't think there is an answer.
Yeah.
I honestly don't think there's an answer.
Yeah, and you know what? That's the answer. There isn't an answer. So that's the answer. As whatever you self-identify as, and if you're comfortable, as the Swan said, be comfortable with yourself. That's the answer. That's what he agreed to, and that's the answer. Don't put a label on it. And it's going to go back to what you don't want to say it is, but that's what love is. Sometimes to some people, it is being happy with yourself sometimes.
Love isn't real.
There we go.
Love is a battlefield.
That's what or love is a fallacy.
No, that's Pat Benatar. Yeah, that was one of the best songs growing up, too. I did like that album.
Love is not real. It is just a human myth.
Now, did you watch The Matrix?
Yeah.
So, did you see the concept where he's trapped in the subway tunnel and the programs are talking to him? And what is love?
Yeah.
So are you going there with that as well? Love is nothing more than a word. It's the construct of the feelings that you bring into it to make it real.
No, I'm actually going with it. It doesn't exist. It's not a whole construct.
Yeah, let's not
I'm
get
actually
too
going
deep
with.
on that.
Yeah, you're getting. First of all, you're getting all philosophical, whereas I'm saying, nah, it's just not real.
I get that.
Did it become an emotion because you needed the opposite of hate?
To
What
become
is
an
hate
emotion,
anyway?
love is an emotion that it was built out of necessity.
In what regard?
Oh, okay. Let's say that you're growing up in another country where it's not uncommon for you to be married off to help your family because of a dowry, and you've never even met the person that you're being married off to.
Yeah, I don't think that's love at all. You just
Okay, but
yeah.
lot of them eventually become what's your choice? Either you stay married, you're not in love, and that's your whole life, or you fall in love with each other, or some version of that you consider love. Love built out of necessity. You could live your life in misery, or you could
Right.
love that person.
Yeah. Okay, I agree with you.
It's not unlike why people love their captors, or where
That's
people are-
Stockholm syndrome, though.
How
Yeah,
is that not the same?
But isn't that kind of
Isn't
the
that
same
kinda
thing?
same?
Like you are 15 and you're going to be farmed out to marry this person to financially help your family out. Like you don't love that person, or not even because of that, just because of your culture does arrange marriage, not even for financial purpose. You don't meet that person till you're married. And
That's what I say.
still a
Eventually, most of them, a lot of them, I'm sure, still end up loving that person. Just like they're both in that same situation. It's the same thing for that person that you're being married off to. They don't know you, and now they're married off also.
I'm sitting here.
Either you become miserable, you stay miserable, or you have some version of what you consider to be love.
Tremonde has to weigh in on this because he's been sitting there in this pose like this, quietly stalking in thought. So what do you have to say? Like?
like
You're the worst.
ha ha ha
I've heard that before, too.
in bed.
Oh, yeah, okay. Gonna give her a high five. There we
Aspect
go.
of life.
There we go.
He heard that from Little Powdered Donut.
No.
No.
So could it be that people's definition of love is different, but we have to operate under this society definition of it, and so then therefore it doesn't feel real, like it doesn't feel right for you.
Oh, so now you're saying I'm wrong. Is that
No,
what
I'm asking you
No, I feel like
Oh,
you're
I
saying
like how
I'm
you
wrong.
turn that around. No, I'm asking.
No, I feel like you're saying that I'm wrong
because
about the aspect of love.
because I would ask, my question would be to you, what is love? And I believe that if we was
I don't know, baby. Don't hurt me.
I really was going to say that, but,
that was good. You've been waiting for that one, haven't
What
you?
is love?
Yeah.
Hey, Again, that's the secret word. It's like.
Oh.
Who's that that said, like, what's love got to... Oh, that was Tina.
What's love got to do with it?
Tina Turner.
Tina Turner. You know, growing up as a young man, Ron's,
Yes.
was there anything better than Tina Turner's legs?
The way she moved her ass in a short
that's
skirt.
true. Oh, Tina.
She looked really hot.
And what a voice.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
And those legs.
Remarkable.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, definitely remarkable.
Mm-hmm. Anyway, so you're asking then... So you're just basically saying that my concept of love is screwed up. Is that what you're saying, Tremonde?
Yeah, I probably said you probably need some therapy.
No.
I think that my idea that love is not unlike Stockholm Syndrome makes a lot of sense.
Are you saying that you need a safe word with the Swan and you need a way out? Just blink twice. We'll get you there. I mean, Tremonde's got a car ready to go.
None of this.
He did blink twice, so I guess he's
None of
okay.
this that I'm saying is insulting at all. Do you think, Swan?
No.
See, that means Swan also doesn't think love exists. Otherwise,
So for those who don't think it exists, how is this a relationship out of mutual beneficial?
No, I'm just saying that it seems if love was a real thing, if it was real, this love that we have for people that are not our family, not our dog, then why is it so easy for you to leave that relationship?
You said it was easy.
Lots of people. Like the fact that people
I've been married
more
before.
than... Yeah.
Well, okay,
Well,
so
I've been
I
married
understand
before.
that, but sometimes do you
Just
grow
because
out of
this is
love?
the first and only pussy you've ever had, Rons, doesn't mean that the rest of us haven't had sex with other people.
What makes you think this is my only relationship I've ever had? Oaxaca.
We don't want to get you in trouble with little powdered donut.
Okay, fantastic. I appreciate that. Thank you. Yes, it's the only relationship I've ever known. So thank you. You are just loving that. He's loving that.
For the
next one.
Rons. That's what I'm saying. If love was super real, if it was a real thing, like you can't. Not saying that there's not people there, but the majority of people don't abandon their children, right? You would never think to abandon your child, but
People do.
But people do.
Oh, I agree.
that's what I'm saying, but the majority of people don't. So, but there's a high percentage of people that abandon their relationships. How many relationships have you had before you ever even got married?
Before powder donut? Little powder? None. She's the first.
Well, so-
There we go. You
So,
told me.
the rest
No.
of us-
I was going with
How
what
many
you
times-
said.
All right, how many times have you been in love in your life?
Actually, I did have a relationship with somebody else. It just didn't work out because of distance.
Okay, so you were in love with somebody else.
Yeah.
Okay. And are you still in love with that person?
Oh, hell no.
Okay, so again, love
I
is
moved
distance.
on.
Okay, exactly.
So maybe love is just a short period, or there's no
Like 3 to
specific
7
time?
days?
Yeah. No, or like there can be different time periods for love. Different.
Well,
And I think that's the thing. Like love can be for a period of time, but then when we put it under the context of marriage, we were told that love is supposed to endure and last for eternity. But
eternity is a long time.
it is, and it's
Yes.
but I mean, like as far as like as long as both of those people are alive. But as Swan said, it can just be for a season, but we don't operate under that idea of it. And so then we get into situations where we are extending that time frame
Because
And
you
then we-
think you're supposed to.
because we think we're supposed to, because that's what society says that we're supposed to do,
Society.
and then we fall out of love, and then it alters our thoughts about it.
so here's a question then, and it goes back to the Gay Side Pride chat. Is love different on a homosexual level versus?
Oh my god!
Well, see, there we go.
This
So,
is better.
no, because it's like if we're defining what love is, right? And I don't think there's any difference, but some assholes out there. Thank you. Some assholes out there is like, is there going to be a difference between? I think honestly, love is love, and it shouldn't matter who you love. But
like to fist him.
But not everybody agrees with the Swan, you, me, or the Beaveman that love is just that. It's a relationship that between two people, right? So
I think the Beaveman may be saying something different.
Okay.
What am I saying?
That love is not real, as if it doesn't exist.
Yeah,
Yeah.
basically.
Okay, so some people think, what's the? Is there a difference between being in a straight relationship versus a gay relationship? Is there a difference in love?
Why would there be?
That's why I'm asking, because I don't think there is, but somewhere out there, some moron out there will think that, and it's like,
Well, why do you think?
don't do this counseling
I'm
shit
just-
on me. Don't do this counseling shit on me. Look at you. You're doing this counseling shit.
Your
Why do
brain
you
for
think
some
so?
reason.
He thinks you said that you think that there are some people who think that. So why do you think they would think that?
Well, is this where I get the couch and I lay down and I tell you my deepest feelings on this?
Sure. If you want the couch, go for it.
I want I do believe that there are some people that are blindsided by their own ignorance and stupidity, that they don't understand what love is, right? And they don't think that the existence of two people being the same sex can be in love. We see hate groups like this all the fucking time, right? Why do you love him, right?
Well,
Why can you be in
you don't even see hate groups. There's just that's a common thing. Where They don't have to be in a hate group.
Okay, fair enough. But
it was like the other day when I was telling the Swan, very important. I said, you know what? I don't understand the whole discrimination thing about certain, who you want to love or who you want to be. I'm like, because if you really wanted gay people to suffer like the rest of us, you should allow them to get married.
I agree.
Why should they be spared?
I agree. Right, let them deal with all the.
If you really want to punish people,
Let them get
let
married.
them get married. End of story. Whitney, I'm sorry. I have to close your page because
Are you still looking?
He is. He's yeah.
Are you just scrolling?
I'm just looking and missing her. I'm sorry. I'm just missing her.
Do you want to bust out into song with the "I will always"?
Oh
love
no,
you?
I can't. I can't hit those.
Try it.
No, I really can't.
It would be bad.
Really can't. Great question though, Rons. It does once again point to what we all already knew.
What is that? Ron's doesn't know how the vajayjay works.
Rons is not sure that gay people are the same as him. He's very confused, but that's okay.
Well, I'm not saying that at all. It's just someone, where we all,
curious.
with the exception of you.
Some guy I knew asked me to ask this question.
No. With the exception of you, that the rest of us think that love is just that. It's either a chemical or a biological reaction towards another person, and that's what it is. Versus the realism, which you said doesn't exist. So, in other words, Oaxaca, motherfucker.
Okay, well, let me rephrase it then.
Okay.
I didn't say love didn't exist. I would say that the concept of love between you and your significant other doesn't exist. How about that? Is that even worse?
Yeah, it's even worse. That's still kind of sketchy.
I'm just saying, if it was that way for real, why do people leave each other?
Well, sometimes you grow out of love.
Well, what about the people that are like they leave each other, but they say they still love them?
Well, there's some sort of bond there that can't be broken sometimes.
Well, then why is that? Well, then why can't they stay together then?
Maybe they still love each other. They just don't like each other.
Why say that you love each other then?
Well, okay.
Because love doesn't necessarily mean that you have to stay in something. I mean, you love sex, but you don't stay in a vagina all day.
I mean, if it was a different vagina.
Whoa. No. Tremonde,
How
I
many
think answered
vaginas are
it
we talking?
perfect from his point of view right there.
But I'm just,
No, Tremonde, if you say, if you, okay, that's a bad example because if you said, I love vagina, which I do, by the way. If I
let's
love
say that.
vagina and you say I can't stay in vagina all day, but I'm talking about global vagina. And we're not just talking about the Swan's vagina. Then theoretically, yes, I could stay in a vagina all day if we mixed it up a bit.
Okay. All right.
It's like I was also telling Swan the other day. You know how Swan's about to hit me. You know how Swan makes our relationship interesting?
how?
This is assy. This is so assy. Because I've indentured him and tortured him and he's married and stuck with me forever. Go ahead.
The Swan periodically will gain like 10, 15 pounds. And so that's like being with a new chubby girl. And then she'll lose like 15, 20 pounds. And then it's back. And then now I'm like with a skinny buff girl. So she's keeping it.
Giving it different. Just changing it up a little bit.
Changing it up
It's
by
for
like
your
kinda
benefit.
by giving me this is how I tell her this is how she's doing it. I'm like, it's not that she has some portion control issue. She's just doing it for my benefit so that every once in a while I'm with a different woman.
Yeah.
So basically,
Cost sacrifice.
Yeah.
well, so from what I'm hearing is you're getting your fantasy woman 24/7. You like them chubby, you like them skinny.
No,
I mean, it
but
takes
it's not
a few
like,
months.
Yeah,
It's not like I can
exactly.
just
That's not like a
take the
point and
fat
click.
suit off.
I can't
Yeah.
just roll a mouse over her and change some shit.
Well, if you took pictures of her, put them on your computer, you could.
That's not the person though. I can.
He's got to close his eyes and be like, "Yep, I'm picturing chubby Swan."
Mm-hmm.
Nope, buff Swan. No, that feels different when you're like actually in the business,
In the business? What do you mean in the business?
doing it,
What do you mean doing it?
doing it.
having coitus.
Oh, coitus. There you go.
I gotta talk on Ron terms,
Yeah.
He's about to press the button there.
No, I'm not.
No.
I'm just gonna throw you off there. Tremonde, as my biggest fan,
Yes.
how do you feel about that statement that I just made? Be honest.
About the Swan.
Yeah. Don't take too long.
This is where it's hard because then I'm like, I always want to go into counsel more because I'm like, Swan, what do you think about it?
I mean, at least he's not out banging someone else, right? He's at least the fantasy is still with me. It's chubby Swan and buff Swan. So
First of all, it's a joke. First of all, it's a
I
comedy
know,
routine.
asshole.
First of all,
It's
just
a joke. It just has underlying tones of truth.
Careful how you word this.
No. If it was in a comedy bit, it would kill over. Like you would definitely get some laughs and applause.
What I'm saying.
Like it would hit. It would be a hit for sure.
Okay, thank you. Just trying it out.
Yes.
It's like, but Swan, do you need to talk to me afterwards? For real.
Keeping it fresh for the Beaveman, does the chubby Swan versus the buff Swan
I
have
like
different
how he
things?
keeps calling her Chubby Swan.
Do you have a different persona for each phase of this?
Yeah, one likes to eat more.
One always has a donut in her hand.
All right. So
The hard part of being with Chubby Swan, other than it hurts my hips, is that you always end up being sticky because she's always eating something. So you're
Or
always
hungry because you don't even get any.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's like, nope.
So
You eat that?
Beaveman,
No.
do you kind of bait her into the bedroom with food?
I mean, I could.
Put a donut here somewhere.
If I no, it's more like because I'm not interested in having sex all the time. A lot of times, what I'll do then is I'll just put a salad on my chest and she'll stay away.
Well, that's when the buff Swan will happen and go for the salad. So what do you do then?
Well, I'm not even gonna say because it's not. I don't want to get hit. I don't want to say I prefer Buff Swan, so I'm just gonna keep quiet.
All right. Okay. So
You prefer buff Swan because you actually get food then?
Okay, this is why I prefer Buff Swan.
okay.
Chubby Swan, though cute, my penis is only so long. So if you got to go through far more inches of ass to get to where you got to go, not a lot of you will be inside, if you know what I mean.
Mm.
Tremonde, you understand what I said?
No, I don't.
He's like, I don't have that problem. He's like, I don't have that problem.
You personally don't know what I mean. Oh, okay.
I got you, Tremonde.
Okay, I got you.
Going back to the straw.
I thought I had to explain it
He's
better,
got
but
length and girth.
Yeah,
you
going
don't
back-
have the
yeah.
same problem as you.
Yeah, going back to the straw issue that was brought out, there's length and girth, and he kind of likes that.
But this is when you incorporate other things.
Such as
Dildos.
also,
See, now that's a great segue.
also Swan,
Yes.
the bigger Swan gets, if
At least my bigness is proportionate.
Yeah.
I mean,
okay.
okay.
I'm not saying I don't like you. I'm just saying is
Good, thanks. Love is
I'm just
bullshit,
saying
folks.
that I'm
Love is
looking
bullshit.
Also saying that I'm looking out for you. The bigger Swan gets,
You can't help look out for her as she gets bigger.
Fuck off, Ron.
gonna say was if the bigger Swan gets, it does change things. So it like let's say that her thighs get bigger. If her thighs get bigger and she's mounting me, her legs have to go farther out.
Yeah, I mean that's a problem.
And so that is a strain on her pelvis. You know, she's gonna have more flexibility because if the leg is smaller, it can be further in.
Okay.
As the leg gets chubbier, it has to go further out.
Why are you using my own shit against me? I'm the one who said that. I'm like, dude, it's way more of a workout to have sex as a fat person.
Trying out some comedy here, Swan.
Okay.
So I've got a question for you then on that chubbiness. So when Chubby Swan appears,
When Chubby Swan
appears,
when Chubby Swan, look up in the sky. No, she's not getting up. She's not high enough. Nope. She's really barely clearing the ground. So
B-Man, even though you say that love isn't real, you obviously have an affection for the Swan and you love her. Even though you say it's not real, we all know that. At least I see it differently. Do you buy into her when she says she's chubby? Do you buy into that, or do you say, "No, I love you just the way you are"?
I thought he said bite into her because I was like, yeah, I mean, like I'll chew on it a little harder. It's like how when you're a kid and you can't help but just bite into Play-Doh, even though you know it's not supposed. You're not supposed to bite into it.
No. What the fuck? You bit into Play-Doh? Jesus.
I didn't say I ate it. I said I bit it. Every child has bit into Play-Doh.
There is a reason they made non-toxic Play-Doh now. You are that reason. Jesus.
So anyway,
what flavor did you bite, or what
So
color did you bite into?
What flavor?
So you didn't say when I bite into Swan. That is not what you said.
No.
Okay, never mind.
Do you buy into?
No, he's smart enough to not say no. You don't look fat, or but you don't say that either because then you're like, yes, I do. No, he gives you a politically correct answer.
So I asked this out of
Are you gonna
personal experience.
Are you gonna ask about Chubby Swan again?
No, because Little Power Donut says, "Do you
Does
think
my ass look fat in these pants?"
Exactly.
No matter what you say,
Look
Ron.
up in the
Exactly. So
sky.
I've learned to. I know I'm going to get hit. So the reason I say, you're the reason we had to widen the doors and get better shocks on the car because of that reason. And she goes, "You're mean." I'm like, "I love you for you. I really do. I love Little Power Donut. We all know that. But no matter what I say, as you said, you're fucked."
Yeah.
So if I'm going to go down, I'm going to go down in a blaze of glory.
So he
Go
just-
down on my terms. Like it's like, oh my God, the car's not handling well. Is it because your fat ass is sitting on one side? Right. And I know that when she listens to this, she's going to come after me. So I'm going to need some protection.
So you need to put RJ on the same side as you, so it evens it out. Is that what you're saying?
No, RJ's got his own car now. So, I'm on my own now.
Yeah, you're probably screwed.
Yeah, I'm screwed.
Just use your best defense, Franz.
I don't know how the JJ works.
Yeah, there it is.
There you go.
All right.
So, same question over you, Tremonde. I mean, when your significant other starts to say it puts on weight, what do you say?
That's when Tremonde goes all in and starts gaining weight also.
Like I have.
He's like, I don't have that problem because it's big enough. It fits no matter what. Right?
Touche.
So you have bragging rights then.
But I won't say I have bragging rights. But I don't really say anything. Like I don't really.
It's like there's more to love.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why don't you say a whole lot? You're not verbal in bed?
Oh, very.
He didn't say that.
How did we get there?
Oh, Ron's is now asking for personal questions, like taking notes.
Well, no. It actually goes back to it's like, so do you still? Are you still pretty much in? I don't want to say love because I don't know if you really love him yet, but I'll say the word love anyway. When he or gains weight and he goes, "Do you think I'm fat?" What do you say? We all know that my answer is pretty much fuck me.
So I personally like chubs and bears, so it's no turn off for me. But if it's uncomfortable for you and you want to change it, then you need to change it.
Oh, okay, that's a great political answer.
So
what about for him? What does he like in you? Does he like you skinny, thin? I mean, we've got both sides here. We got the Swan and we got the Beaveman side. And of course, Little Powder Donut can't defend herself, so we can negate that until she hits me later. So what do we have for you?
I would probably say his preference is probably a more slender type male, just because that's been his preference. But I don't necessarily see myself being a person that's not slender. Even if I gain weight, I think I still remain pretty slim.
And it's always important about how you perceive yourself.
True.
Just like love.
Sure. Sure.
Anyway.
You know, this has probably been the funnest podcast we've done in a long time
Oh,
because we're all
gosh.
together.
Has it been?
Oaxaca.
Oh, Oaxaca, my ass. No,
Ron's
actually,
going to get all sappy.
no, I you know, it's like, honestly, I mean, because of COVID, different schedules, right? And the Beaveman and you and everything. This is great.
And Chubby Swan.
And Chubby Swan.
Chubby Swan's out.
I really just want to understand, like, what is happening in this shirt?
I don't know. I just ran downstairs. You know, okay, so I got out of work.
That's your penis? Your friend downstairs?
Yeah, it is. I got out of work today and I did my usual running around and I actually went home and took a quick shower and threw something together.
Thank you. Thanks, Rons.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
It's got cars on it and chairs and
I
flowers.
don't know exactly what this is.
Some sort of half clad.
It was just,
I think he looks like he's wanting to be a surfer.
I think so.
yeah, it was
I
just
don't
one of my
get
shirts.
the chairs in the cars.
Chair surfing.
Chair surfing.
Car
I guess. I really haven't
surfing.
looked at the shirts, so you guys are actually seeing more than I am.
Oh.
So
I feel like
He's had it
I've seen
forever
too
and
much.
he don't know what it is. He doesn't know what it looks like.
I feel like I've seen too much of it.
oh yeah.
All right. Well,
back in the day, I
anyway.
probably looked at it a lot, but nowadays it just hangs in the closet until I possibly like need a quick shirt to wear. I mean, honestly,
Great story.
and you know, if you guys don't like it, fuck you. It's for me.
Excellent.
There you go.
There you go.
Exactly.
I got the Tremonde nod of approval.
All right, then. Well, I would say that that's it for me because it is. Quickly, love isn't real unless it's the love that you have for your children or your dog.
Exactly.
And that's it for me, the Beaveman. Adios, mooch fuckos.
Bye from the Swan. Chubby Swan.
Don't you get two outros then?
No, just Chubby Swan. Just Chubby Swan today.
Just Chubby Swan.
Yeah, just Chubby Swan.
Wow. And I would like to say a personal shout out to myself. Stay sane, motherfucker, because it's a crazy world out there. Tremonde, got the last word?
Deuces.